Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central, and this video talking about the latest patch, McCree stuff, Overwatch League skins, Season 14 and the PTR, a bunch of different things, so let's get started. First and foremost, of course, the patch that hit yesterday, not just the Winter Wonderland update but also all of the balance changes that came with that has of course gone live and started to have a bit of an effect on different games, and people have started discussing it. And of course there were the Brig nerfs and the Doomfist nerfs that have been talked to death already, but I want to talk about something else in particular. If you want to check out the full patch notes, check below, but I want to highlight this right here. McCree found the hammer damage was upped from 45 to 55, and this is actually pretty big, and a lot of people didn't really think too much of this when it was on the PTR. There weren't too many people discussing it previously, but now that it's gone live, quite a few people are saying that this is actually a pretty strong buff for McCree. And some people might be wondering why McCree was buffed in particular. And honestly, I think that Blizzard, when looking at something like win rate, for example, for McCree, will see that it is quite low in quite a lot of tiers, in most tiers of play actually in ranked. So something like this will actually help him out a decent amount. With McCree already being one of the best performing DPS picks though, in terms of pick rate, I have got to say that I'm kind of surprised that this actually did go through in the way that it did. But this change should bring more consistency to those lower tiers where his win rate isn't that good. And he's not even above 50 in quite a lot of tiers actually. All the way up onto about sort of Diamond Masters tier is when he starts hitting more consistently 50% on average on PC. So yeah, pretty interesting. In the high skilled tiers in ranked, he should be performing even better though because of this, of course. And 270 total damage to 330 total damage for full fan the hammer is pretty big, and I think it might have a bigger impact on the meta than most people think at first. I'm just speculating here, but imagine this, for example. McRight Click is picked a lot more because of this buff in particular, and we see a new comp come out of that to build more around him, keeping your team's McCree alive and more focus on that DPS pick as a whole. Maybe you'd even run something like a Mercy to damage boost that Cree even more for damage on Fan the Hammer to work as kind of a shield break type of ability. We've seen that in the past where McCree was almost known as the tank buster for quite a while. That was a while ago, but still it could come back to some degree. That's usually where new meta compositions start forming though, around a character like that. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any more changes in not too long that can reinforce a new team comp featuring McCree. So I'm not quite sure if that's a good or bad thing, but that's definitely something that's being talked about a lot. A lot of people have seen clips of streamers here and there doing very well with McCree, and I'm gonna try to keep some McCree gameplay in the background for this video so you guys can kind of see the character in action, even though Fan the Hammer is maybe not the only thing I use, at least in these games. Alright, anyway, moving on from that, we have, of course, speaking of, I guess, ranked and competitive, Season 14 coming up in not too long. I thought I'd just feature this real quick because I briefly saw this in the skins video I did just yesterday. The icon and spray for Season 14 are actually in game already, and they do feature Ecopoint Antarctica for the art. So yeah, I thought I'd just show that off. Of course, Season 14 coming up in not too long, but still a little while. Well, we usually see these sort of icons and sprays and cosmetics around the seasons though be added in quite a while before with these sort of events patches usually. So yeah, thought I'd include that real quick. Speaking of as well, competitive Overwatch but higher tier Overwatch League and esports level, the Overwatch League skins you buy or have actually previously bought as well for the different teams now come with the away kit for that hero as well. So you can see here I've got some away versions of skins from previous skins I've bought, so you now just get a little bit more when spending those Overwatch League tokens. So for your favorite team, you don't just have their home kit and their normal colors, you also have the sort of white version of that skin that still looks pretty good, honestly. I think a lot of the away skins do look pretty solid. So yeah, thought I'd give you a bit of a heads up around that if you hadn't noticed that those have actually been added to your well, hero gallery, I guess. So moving on to the final thing, I guess, in this video has to do with the PTR. So the PTR was actually concluded last night. I expected there to be a PTR patch as well, kind of on the Tuesday. We sometimes have those main client patches and PTR patches at the same time, but Blizzard, probably because there was an event or something, decided to go with it a bit later. So the PTR was concluded over the course of the night for us EU people at least. So the patch should be coming through most likely on Thursday, as that's the most common PTR patch day. And I imagine there's still some stuff to do around the Christmas update for Blizzard. On the main client, they're probably fairly busy, but Thursday seems pretty likely. It's a common PTR day. The PTR has just concluded. As for what exactly is in that patch though, we don't know too much already, but there will be some visual fixes and changes made for barriers and other stuff regarding the effect that Ash's Fire has on barriers and other things in the game, because that was a complaint that came up a decent amount when Ash was added, and there are some changes coming through that are being made to that. So we'll see exactly what that means. We'll most likely see some other changes as well in this PTR patch though. We're gonna have to wait and see as to what exactly that could be. Developers have been talking about some things here and there, but nothing too substantial just yet. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see on Thursday what that actually will include. I kind of doubt there's more balance changes, but there could be some small stuff in there for sure. Anyway, that's everything for this video. New patch, all the patch notes and stuff, that's below. McCree seems pretty strong. Let me know what you guys think about that. Season 14 coming up, the sprays and stuff added, Overwatch League skins, you can get the away ones, and of course the PTR and all the info around it. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Overwatch content if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, leave a like as well if you're feeling like it. And that's everything for now. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you then.